This is
A new
CNN
development in
breaking
ongoing
news.
conflict between the United States and China. Reports are emerging that China has launched an invasion of Taiwan, prompting a response from the U.S. military. According to sources on the ground, Chinese troops have landed on the shores of Taiwan and are moving inland. The Taiwanese military has reportedly been caught off guard by the sudden attack and is struggling to mount an effective defense. In response to this threat, the United States has dispatched its Third Fleet to the region to provide support to Taiwan. The fleet, which is based in San Diego, California, is comprised of dozens of ships and thousands of personnel. This marks a significant escalation in the conflict between the two nations and raises the prospect of a broader conflict in the Asia-Pacific region. It's unclear at this time what actions the U.S. military will take to defend Taiwan, but it's clear that tensions between the two nations have reached a critical point. We will continue to monitor the situation as it develops and bring you the latest updates and insights. Reporting live from CNN, I'm named Scott Galloway. We interrupt our regular
This
programming
is
to bring you a
CNN
live speech from
breaking
the Speaker of the
news.
House, Nancy Pelosi, addressing the situation in Taiwan.
My fellow Americans, I come to you tonight with grave news. The situation in Taiwan has reached a critical point, and we must act swiftly and decisively to protect our interests and defend our allies in the region. China's invasion of Taiwan is a direct challenge to the United States and our values. It is an attack on the principles of democracy and freedom that we hold dear, and it cannot go unanswered. The United States has a long history of standing up for what is right and defending our allies in times of crisis. We have a responsibility to protect the people of Taiwan and ensure that they have the right to live free and without fear of aggression from their neighbors. As Speaker of the House, I am calling on President Biden to take immediate action to defend Taiwan and to make clear to China that this aggression will not be tolerated. We must stand together as a nation and as a people to defend our interests and our way of life. We must send a clear message to China that their actions will have consequences and that the United States will not back down in the face of this challenge. To that end, I am announcing tonight that the House of Representatives will be convening an emergency session tomorrow to consider a declaration of war against China. This is not a decision we take lightly, but it is a necessary step to protect our interests and our allies. We call on the American people to stand with us in this moment of crisis and to support our efforts to defend our nation and our values. The United States has always been a beacon of hope and freedom in the world, and we must continue to uphold those values even in the face of adversity. We must work with our allies around the world to hold China accountable for its aggressive actions and to ensure that the people of Taiwan are able to live in peace and security. I want to be clear that we are not seeking a broader conflict with China. We believe in diplomacy and dialogue as a means of resolving disputes, but we cannot allow China to continue its aggressive behavior without consequences. We are a nation that stands for justice, for liberty, and for the rule of law. We must never forget that, and we must always be willing to defend those values when they are threatened. Thank you.